What's going on, everybody? It is me again, and it is time to lean in, bitch. What's going on, Danny? I saw that little smirk on your face just now. How you doing?
I wasn't low budget. I came in right on time this time.
You wasn't. You wasn't. I think the other two maybe having a little bit of issues. Asia, can you hear us? Because we don't hear or see you. But it
Is
looks
it
like,
on?
is it on?
Is
It
this
might be on. So
it?
until it get on, we're gonna leave her back there. But Antonio's here. We're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. It is after Thanksgiving. I hope y'all still not eating those leftovers because if you are, you're gonna have worms. You're gonna have worms. Period.
Uh,
Expiration day is over. Put those leftovers up out
Listen,
of here.
I
Because
need a new. I
we'll
need a
be
new
eating in
brain.
3 weeks. In 3 weeks, we'll be eating the same shit.
I need a new brain. After returning back to work today, my brain is so fried.
I didn't go back to work today. I was sick.
Allegedly.
Well, I ain't gonna tell all my business on the camera, but I may be sick tomorrow too. But yes, we're gonna talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. It's gonna be fun. Really, I actually just watched the episode. I try to watch it closer to when we film. A lot has happened in the last week. Of course, before we get started, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And let's get into it. All right, so last week's episode was a very controversial episode. It was one of the biggest, I'll say, for the channel, one of the biggest reviews we've done for Potomac. So shout out to Potomac for getting up there with our other shows and stuff like that. I mean, it's not always a popular show, but clearly, we're growing because of Potomac as well, and I love that.
Mhm.
But last week, a lot has happened. We had a lot. The ladies released a lot of statements. Mia released a statement. Robin released a statement. Robin has been getting her ass beat by everybody, and rightfully so. Because I don't think there's anybody, maybe one person in the chat. I ain't gonna say no names because I ain't gonna call them out.
3 letters.
May have her back, but everybody seems to be like, what she did was wrong. And so, I ask you, even seeing now, does anybody? I think Danny, you were not. No, Antonio, you
I
were
was,
here last week.
yeah.
So, what was your thoughts? I know we didn't get your thoughts last week. So, how do you feel about it? Just kind of like briefly on the subject at hand.
I felt like on one hand, I really wanted. I think this would have been a good opportunity for Giselle and Robin to show some humility and kind of show Wendy some type of support.
Mhm.
Even though they dislike her, I thought they were gonna be like put on their big girl draws and be like, hey, Wendy, you good? I'm sorry this happened, blah blah blah. Because it's a way, even though if they don't like her and they like Mia more and they want to take Mia's side, it's a way that they could have still supported Wendy without it coming off as maybe fake or like they were taking her side.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just crazy. She tried to do some cleanup with that statement, but it just made things worse because as we're watching confessionals that she filmed after the fact, she clearly says, "I don't like Wendy."
Yeah.
Like it
And
doesn't
you know
align.
what? It's not that that's fine, but you know what? She didn't
Standing,
try to put it
standing.
away. But let's not, like I said, let's not make a whole statement on a whole news outlet or whatever outlet it was as if you just truly cared about Wendy. Because in one moment, your confession, you said you don't like Wendy, but in your statement, you're saying that you didn't want her to risk losing her whatever,
Every
Her,
everything. I'm like, girl, you don't care about what she got.
you do not, you don't like her. So
and
You know,
to what Antonio said too, like I never would have expected them to even show humanity and take Wendy's side or defend
yeah,
her at all.
yeah,
But it would have been better had they just stayed out of it.
yeah.
yeah, that's
Just
true.
be quiet and just been like, I would have rather than been like, oh my God, just kind of
Mhm.
like in the same way that they were when the Monique thing happened, they kind of all just kind of sat back and just kind of now they
Yeah,
reacted later, but in that moment, they all were just like, in shock. I would have rather been more consistent. So I don't know. I guess it didn't get that bad as it did, but I mean, it could have. You never know. I mean, had they really
like
been
get
bad about it,
close.
both of them, it could have been a real tussle in Miami at that damn restaurant. I'm just saying. I don't know. I didn't do a quick shout out to everybody in the chat too. My apologies, shout. I'm so excited to get into the episode, but shout out to everybody in the chat. I see Carrie here, Derek, Nushka, Davies here. I think TKC was at. I may have saw him.
Is
Britt,
Lisa here?
Lisa. I haven't seen Lisa. I'm about to go to
We got
Instagram.
it. AP be out on Lovable Lisa.
We got to figure out what's going on. What's going on, Melanie? Melanie said, I made it. Hey, everyone. Yes, you made it to a live. Welcome. Makidra, good evening or good night for some people, depending on where you are. Whatever. Sammy and Brittany said, is Mia going to quit this time? She did make a statement, but just like her medical statement, I feel like she likes to make open-ended damn shit out there to make your mind wonder. And I don't believe she's leaving because, she did also say last season how she thought this was Beverly Hills. She don't do petty type of drama, but here she is throwing drinks and things like that. So, we got Asia. I thought it was fellas night. So I guess I got
Hey, Asia.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
Okay. All right. So let's get into the actual episode at hand. We're going to touch on a lot of this stuff later. We got a lot to discuss, actually. So we pick up this week, like I said, after the whole thing. It is essentially Mia is upset at Karen. That seems to be Mia's focus right now, has shifted over to being upset at Karen. And we're going to talk about that more too within the episode because they do have two different conversations. Wendy says, like, listen, fuck this damn, it's degree shit, professor shit. I'm Wendy first. She storms out. Giselle wants to check on Mia. As we mentioned last week, nobody really is checking on Wendy, at least not in that moment or whatever. And so Robin's first thing she says is, Karen, I feel like you could have been the one to diffuse the situation. And I was like, well, what makes Karen the damn boss of the group? Like, why could anybody diffuse it? Just cause I feel like she's trying to say because she's in the middle, but that's
why she spent the whole time recording.
Correct, right. While you had that camera up, maybe you could have been like, hey, but you ain't do that. You just was like a Karen with that ponytail.
Really?
A real Karen.
It was a missing ponytail.
It was close to Karen anyway. Jasmine is in the chat. Jasmine red her ponytail up and down this damn link.
A thug in a dress.
She drugged that ponytail like Monique drugged Candice.
A thug in a dress.
A thug in a dress.
In a ruffle dress.
Yeah, a ruffle dress.
A thug in a who said that last week?
Yeah. I forgot who said it in the comments.
Shoot, I can't think of her name, but she
called it for the
She also called in.
She was the last person to call in. I can't remember. But yes, that was hilarious. So after all of that, Ashley goes and talks and checks on Wendy. And so Wendy says, she felt like she don't want to stay in the house. And she said she's lucky she wore her curly wig because of the water. I'm like, girl, I'm glad you wore that wig too, because I don't know what the other wig would look like for one, and also with water. So kudos to her for that. But there is a ride home. And so in the car, Mia is just playing victim. She's talking about how she's going to leave in the morning, and Robin and Giselle are like, no, we don't want you to go. We don't want you to go. Yeah, I was like, okay. That doesn't surprise me because, they clearly don't like Wendy, so that doesn't surprise me at all. And then they kind of talk about Karen could have been the one to defuse the situation. They feel very strong in this, that they feel like she could have done. Does anybody in the chat know anything that Karen could have done differently to defuse the situation per Robin? Is there anything she could have done that they couldn't have done on the other side of the table? I'm trying to understand. I don't know. If you know, let me know in the chat. Please, I would like to know. I'll look for the comment.
She could have just started roasting Robin. And maybe that would have diffused the situation.
She could have threw a drink back at me because it almost got on her. That's what I would have did.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. Because she could have got hit several times with the purse, with the glass. It could have been many things that. And Carrot is 5'9". She ain't 59. She is 5'9". So
5'9".
They would have beat Carrot ass.
Mia 7'9". Mia 7'9". So
she is 7'9".
She could be doing all that.
Too big with all that.
So what Mia says is when you straddle what Giselle says is when you straddle the fence, you show that you don't support either side. Is there any truth in that statement about, because we've seen Karen in the middle before, like literally in the middle when she, when Candace and Monique, we talked about this then. Personally, I felt like Karen did take Monique's side more. But that was just my thing. But in this moment, she does seem to remain neutral. Although I don't know why, because I feel like Mia was the one who was really wrong. And what Mia is claiming Wendy to have done, it didn't happen in the way that
it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. So it's just like, but Karen is 5'9", so her mind is a little crazy. Did y'all have any thoughts on that statement itself?
Well, no, I think Karen kind of actually knew, because you remember last episode, she asked Wendy the insults or whatever came after she threw the drink, right?
Yeah.
And Wendy was like, yeah, they came after the drink. I don't know why nobody's not telling Mia that.
Because they don't like Wendy.
But I think but the thing is, the comment she made about the threesome happened before. That's what caused her to throw the drink. So that's what Mia's resting.
That didn't even happen before.
That didn't happen before?
No, it happened right after.
Only thing Wendy said was, me and my husband don't move
we don't
like
play
that.
like
Yes,
that.
I was going to say, if Mia equates that to coming for her marriage, then and I feel like that's what she's reaching for, because she didn't say anything about her husband at all. Even, there was a point where Wendy was like, why are you getting mad? Like, what's the problem? It was like she was getting so aggressive in that moment. So I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't think there's, in this situation, I don't think Karen is straddling the fence. I think she was trying to just say, hey, you shouldn't have threw the water. But even beyond that, you then attacked her husband, was saying all kind of stuff or whatever the case may be. I don't think she was straddling the fence. And I'm like, when Giselle and Robin were saying that, I'm like, so if she said, okay, well, I'm on, Wendy, you was right in everything you did, and Mia, you were wrong, would they feel better about her? Would they not be upset with her? Would Mia not be upset with her? So it's like, what do y'all want?
He would be upset regardless, because Mia was the one who was truly embarrassed. She broke a nail. I mean, she
looked dumb.
She missed all her hits. Nothing hit Wendy. Wendy was still fine, and Wendy wasn't really upset. So I think
makeup wasn't even running.
It wasn't even running.
Hit her in the face. She literally,
baby. If Matrix was a real person, it's Wendy, because it was
almost, to me it was almost to me it was almost like she knew it was coming.
Yeah, well, baby, that's a good reflex. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, my reflex a little slow. I might have been drenched, but if I was drenched,
they probably would have got me wet.
I would have said more than
I would have got
them.
Oh,
this all y'all would have saw.
When that drink flung into me, I would have immediately threw a drink at Robin. That's what I would have did. I fuck me. Bitch, I really don't like you. That's where I'm going.
Yeah. It's crazy that Mia is going on this whole thing, because Mia, I get people saying that she has built up frustration and anger on Wendy, but I don't find it to be too valid, to be honest. I mean, they did have issues last year, but I mean, they have feuds. If she got built up with her, then she should definitely have with Candiace, because Candiace called her whole mama low budget. I'm just saying. That's
a mama low budget, a crackhead,
all that. So I'm just trying to understand. It's a lot of
her mama crackhead. I don't remember that.
No, Antonio.
Allegedly.
Well, she don't love her mama like she loves me. She don't love her mama.
I remember Twitter calling her mama crackhead and calling her crack baby, but
it was implied.
Yeah. Nushka said Mia beat herself up. She did. She hit herself. She whooped her own ass.
I know them damn fingers was hurting, though. I know her fingers was hurting.
Yeah. Exactly, Jasmine. How do you not fight but still break me? The child.
She fought herself. She literally.
The real victim here is the alcohol, because I know it probably was a Tito's and pineapple, and I'm mad because that's what I would have wanted. So that's the real victim in this.
Mia would have thrown that drink, and I'd be like,
we don't waste no liquor around here.
That is alcohol abuse. We don't do that over here.
Right. Exactly.
We probably would have popped
the water, girl. Throw the water. Don't throw the alcohol. Alcoholics be like, all right, so to finish off this whole night, Wendy does pack up. She does get escorted. Well, she don't escorted. Ashley helps her out. And Ashley's just so like, oh my God, Wendy. Not saying they've had an issue. It's just kind of interesting. But Ashley is just all over the place this episode. And we're going to talk about her more. We're going to see who, because, like somebody said, seeing Ashley, it's like a real crazy cheap roller coaster. It's like, baby, I like her, but I hate her. And I like her. But overall, I don't really like her, but I do like her sometimes. It's weird.
Yeah.
You just can't trust her.
You can't trust that.
You can't trust her. You can't. You cannot. No. What I will say is Ashley. She's very much so. Anybody can get my mess. Anybody. And so, yeah.
I think that's how you want to be on a show, especially when your husband is a booty grabber.
a creep.
Yeah.
You know what made me most upset though was when Giselle went to check on Mia, and Giselle said, well, "What's she doing? Like she runs something. What's she gonna do?" Talking about, is Wendy leaving? Girl, you don't run nothing.
Let's see how Giselle does with Robin.
You sharing a twin bed with Robin.
Not twin bed.
Giselle and her wedges can go sit down.
No, Empress. I don't know why. I don't know how Wendy found a hotel so fast and Sharice couldn't.
And Sharice couldn't, exactly.
What did I say last week?
Wendy actually looked for one. That's all.
You're right.
What did I say last week?
I don't remember what you said.
Sharice money running a little thin.
You know what? Okay. Really quick. This comment. If this is my friend, I don't know why it seemed like Ashley was trying to cover her ass so she would not be accused of colorism.
That's what she was doing.
I thought it is just because she did make that whole post, TikTok or whatever she did 2 weeks ago about colorism. It seems like she's trying to not be a part of that. It's like she's like, Wendy's a darker hue woman. Let me not do that because it's mighty strange. I ain't never seen Ashley so welcoming to anybody outside of Giselle, Robin, or Karen, but any new person, she is not. I mean, Monique too, but I'm not saying she's a colorist, but it does look very.
It was a bit
performative.
It was performative. It is performative, and she want to make sure she don't ever get no hands at her. So it's performative in two ways. It's definitely because I done already called this black dark skinned woman ferocious for asking why I brought my baby.
Yeah.
So that she knows she was extreme for that shit. So I think she's pulling back on it. And then two, she really doesn't like that physical shit. She did what she did for Monique because she didn't like Candiace, but she has
because Monique deleted that stuff.
And because it was a statement on Monique's character. She didn't have to talk about the actual incident.
Yeah, she didn't have to talk about the incident because if she did, I feel like don't like this girl now, but I feel like she'd be like, yeah, it was just wrong. Like I don't like that. I just
because she run out of mouth too much. She can get popped at any time.
Yeah, but the whole point is you shouldn't be getting popped, at least on this show. This is not, as TK said, it's just a show. It's just a show. So I don't understand. I don't know why y'all take it serious.
TKC still got a knot on his head from last week's show. We ain't doing that this week because Jasmine hit him, and I had to break it up.
Did she? I didn't see it.
I'm just talking. All right, let's move on with the show. We got stuff to talk about. All right, so in day 2, it gets interesting because it is Giselle, Sharice, and Ashley, and they talk about the whole fight situation. I mean, that happened the night before. And Giselle says, well, it's a good thing that you were in the bathroom when the Monique thing happened. And then, Ashley said, like, don't try to call me a hypocrite. Like, I didn't support violence then. I don't support it now. And Sharice, steps in and says, well, it sounds like you're contradicting what you're saying from last time, basically saying that you didn't feel that way. And so in her confessional, Ashley says that Giselle was so, against violence then, but doesn't seem to be against it now. So what were y'all thoughts seeing that dialogue? Because what I'm getting from this whole scene is, baby, this reunion finna have Monique. We finna hear Monique probably our reunion just because of that fight situation. It's been referenced twice now, and they shown the scene. So who is the true hypocrite? Either, both, neither? What y'all think?
I think the hypocrite is Giselle.
Yeah.
And Robin.
And Robin.
Yeah, and Robin. Because Ashley, again, never defended the actual fight. She never did. She never defended the actual fight.
Yeah. And really quick, Giselle, she mentions, and they show the flashback.
She raising her daughters.
In that statement on Candace. So it's just like, oh, okay, Giselle came to play.
But they also played back the clip of Giselle saying, I'm raising my daughters to never put their hands on another black woman.
And I don't want to be around somebody like that.
And but you around that now.
What I remember was, here in Potomac, we hold ourselves to a higher standard. And in 5 minutes, she took that away. That's what I remember. And so in 2 minutes, however long Mia and them, Wendy was going at it, Mia took it away. Be consistent.
The matter is, Mia is D-class in the show, and Robin has always been the lower class citizen of So, if you really want to hold it up to a certain standard, it's those two are the ones you got to get rid of. Giselle can be, her and her three next can be as messy as they want to, as long as they want to. But let's keep it a buck. It's Mia and Robin who are the aggressive women.
No, I would say they both are, just because Ashley is turning. She kind of turned a blind eye to the whole thing last time, and she was very supportive of what happened with Monique, and she wasn't even there. So I think she's probably the biggest hypocrite because her ass is in the bathroom pumping milk. Meanwhile,
she was able to be supportive. She didn't see it.
Yeah, right, but that makes it even worse. She wasn't even there. that's even worse.
So you support the one you like.
Giselle, just don't like Wendy. Otherwise, she would be like, Mia, you gotta go. Personally.
And the thing is, she don't like Mia either. She just likes Wendy.
She just likes Wendy.
She can manipulate, and she can manipulate Mia.
I say Wendy. She don't like Wendy. I'm sorry.
But she can manipulate Mia.
They don't really like Mia, child. They use her.
I was seeing a few comments today though where they were saying Mia is the show. Like
this, I would say this season you're gonna see a lot of her.
She's working.
Actually, it's her second season, and she's working. I ain't gonna lie, the half is working. And I learned being at the finale just how she was involved in everything that was going on clearly. So it's starting to make sense now, seeing what I saw in person, what I'm seeing on the show. So I guess that'd be interesting. But yeah, she's working. It's second season. Says she may be next to Andy. You think she'll be next to Andy? No.
As of now, yeah.
I mean, they put Wendy right there on her second season, so I don't know.
I mean, she's been involved in a lot of drama so far.
What if they put Wendy and Mia? That'd be so. I mean, they be getting out of other seasons.
I don't see them moving Giselle, no matter what. I just don't see.
Which is why
almost like in Beverly Hills, like how they always keep Kyle there, no matter what. I don't see them moving Giselle.
Jazz says she's a show, all right. Jocelyn's Cabaret.
Jocelyn's Cabaret.
Oh, the cabaret. All right. So after that conversation, they show clips of the night before when Candace arrives, and Robin fills Candace in on what happened by telling her and showing her the video that she recorded. She showed her the video that she recorded. And Robin says, I had to get this because I wanted to. Basically, I guess she wanted to have evidence. And Candice watches it, and Candice is like, "Oh my God, no, Wendy!" But in the same moment, she's like, yeah, she is doing all of this, but this girl threw a drink at her, or whatever, and she feels like Mia was the aggressor, and she should be the one that should be leaving the house versus Wendy. Now they didn't kick Wendy out. They did advertise it like from the blogs and saying that she did, but she left on her own accord. But it does seem like she's kind of like not allowed to be around just because Mia is hosting the trip. So any thoughts on that, showing the Robin and Candace thing and just how they've kind of pushed Wendy out? Or how y'all feel?
I was kind of glad to see Candace, sticking up from the little piece that we got to see when she was there with Robin, and Robin was like, yeah, Mia through the water, but Wendy kept like cutting her off, So
is that what she sound like?
I hate her voice.
That sound like a linebacker.
And Candace was pretty much like, well, we all cut each other off. Well, that don't make it okay. Like, Robin.
What does that mean, Robin? Like, it doesn't make it okay. So what does that mean?
Robin talked like she always got morning breath or something, because it's just, she don't open her mouth. It's just.
It's like she got food. She probably do, because
she always got food in her mouth.
But it was just funny to me. Again, another instance of Robin's statement being negated. You only recorded Wendy.
Yeah.
You only recorded Wendy. And you only recorded Wendy so that people only see Wendy acting a fool and not see what Mia was doing.
Did you keep?
I mean, let's be clear. You recorded it, but you recorded after what started the damn shit. So I mean, your video is already like, no, it's not valid.
If I don't know what happened and Robin shows me that video, I'm already biased that Wendy was in the wrong.
Wendy was in the wrong.
You're correct. But Candace did not immediately take that side. She was like, because I mean, Robin did tell her about the drink. So I guess she had already like, well, oh hell no. She's wrong. Like, regardless in the video, she's wrong for throwing the drink. She did.
Nothing in that video would have made me think Wendy was the aggressor. It just shows Wendy's louder than you. Like Wendy's not gonna shut up.
No, I'm saying if I didn't even know who the girls were, and you just showed me that, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If I didn't know what was going on, I meant like we didn't know them from a whole.
Oh yeah. I get what you're saying.
Especially knowing Wendy, I would never believe that she started it.
It's always the girl in the lime green outfit for sure.
And another stupid thing Robin said to me when she said Mia started it when she threw the glass of water, but Wendy escalated it by continuously talking. No, ma'am. The escalation was her throwing the motherfucking glass of water.
That's before they was just arguing.
Yeah. Mia started it by bringing up Wendy's name.
That's true. Either way you look at it, Wendy started it. And she would have had a couple more bumps to go with the rest of them. She would have had some man-made bumps instead of them nature's bumps.
She needed some so her face would be even.
Oh, you said Wendy, you mean Mia, right?
Mia would have had. I said Mia would have had some man-made bumps to go with them nature's bumps.
Did you peep how Robin said she just they're like, you're more on Mia's side? She was like, yeah, because I just don't like Wendy.
Well, yeah, because I don't like.
Well, that's what I was. So that was coming to the next scene. But no, that's fine. Like she does say it. Danny mentioned it earlier. They get to pool day, and I will say, baby, nobody was excited. Sharice is just, honestly, we can have a scholar back because Sharice is just so lame.
Oh, down monkey with a wig on.
Like I just don't find her on camera I'm not excited to see her. Like let's remove the fact that we know her, right? If I was just now watching this season, I'll be like, why is she here?
Why is she here?
Very jolly.
She ain't got no flex. They all look geriatric as hell.
She probably on the show for free, just wanted to be on there. She probably asked, "I'll do it for free. Just throw me on. Just film me."
Yeah, when she came out, she was like, "Hey!" Everybody was like, the camera probably said, "Boom."
Girl,
I was excited. It was just like
always scooting around.
You don't even go here. Just go. I'm
mules or something. She always scooting her feet around like a motherfucking rhino or something like that. Like she like me scooting.
She look like
it's not giving luxury. It's not giving. It's not giving champagne room.
Exactly, Asia.
She always looked like she just finished singing in a Tyler Perry play.
It's giving
progress, y'all. Hold up. Jazz says, "Okay, Tiz. Okay, Tiz. I agree. She does love Sharice, but." Right there, everybody said, "Oh." That's probably what production say. "Oh, Sharice." All right, so they all go to the pool, and there's like some girls in the pool and some on the side. Candiace gets emotional because she feels like no one is checking on Wendy, and she should be there, and she doesn't like that she is being ostracized, and she hates that Robin is like justifying the whole thing or trying to justify it. They didn't really show Robin justifying it, but they did. I mean, probably the conversation, it looked like Robin tried to get the upper hand and get ahead of the whole thing by trying to get on her side. It didn't work clearly because Candace is like not feeling it. So she gets to crying or whatever. And Robin, in a confessional, she just says that there's no comparison and admits that she just does not like Wendy. So I hope that I should have got that statement and I got that thing and put it right next to each other. Somebody saying that they don't care for somebody, but then they care that they don't want to ruin she got things to lose. I'm just like, okay, very inconsistent. I'm sure that'll be addressed at the reunion. Make sure y'all send in questions to Andy. And so Ashley calls Wendy, and Karen invites her to come to whatever Mia has planned. But Karen wants to make sure that she tells Mia. So she goes over to Mia and she's just like, can I bring her? I'm just like, I would invite her. And Mia was just like, not really, but it's your birthday. So I guess it's your birthday. And so she tells her, how about you I think she said you spend breakfast with her and you do lunch with me? And
something like that.
Karen is like,
me lunch with her.
Okay, yes. And Karen is like, it's that deep. She's, Karen is, you can tell she's kind of like not trying to make it a thing. So she's like, okay, like in her head, like, oh, is that serious? But she's not diminishing how she feels. Just like, hey, okay, that's fine. And so she basically says that she's not going to invite her. And she has to call Basically, Mia says, I don't want anyone to think that it's okay to disrespect my husband, and anyone that agrees or sides with her is a part of the problem. Karen feels like, are you talking to me? And Mia says, well, yeah, you kind of are taking her side. So hell yeah, I'm talking about your ass in so many words, not in that way, of course. And Ashley takes it upon herself to say, well, how about I'll put my differences aside, because they do have differences still. Hang with Candice and hang with you and Wendy. And that is what they decide to do. Now, how y'all feel about Ashley coming up with that little plan? Because it seems like Karen was just gonna be like, "Girl, you can't come. Sorry." Or what do you think she's gonna do? Because it wasn't.
No, that's what she was gonna do.
You think she's gonna say that?
Yeah, I think she was just gonna be like, "Hey, she's hosting it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you can't come." I think Ashley was like thinking of it from like very much, hey, I'm gonna win 2 times over here because I'm gonna get on their side and people gonna see I'm supporting Wendy, but then I'm gonna also get whatever tea it is that they're gonna spill over on that side, and so then I can eventually bring it back to the group. So Ashley was working. Her and her motherfucking head was thinking. She got a big brain. Clearly, she thinks a lot. She was thinking about how
she ain't got no big brain when it comes to that divorce, separation, or whatever she's doing. That house seems to be a little small, pea size, actually. If you ask me.
Very peanut size.
Right, pea size. Mustard seed.
And Kyra.
Mustard seed.
And Kyra, we don't trust football head either. We just gonna take what they are in the moment.
Big brain, no daddy. Exactly. And so they go and tell them, and at this moment, Mia doesn't know, right? They do take this shot, and things do get a little weird between Robin and Candice, because Candice makes a comment after they take a shot that limes are for bitches. And Robin, I guess she feels slighted by the comment. Did y'all feel like she was this? I was confused. I had to watch it like 3 times.
Can I just be honest?
Go ahead.
Candice said a little forced.
You did say it.
I feel like Candice, it really was like just like, fuck y'all. I really feel like
a little poke
over them, and it's okay. I think it was okay. It was justified.
Well, you know it's about you when you know it's about you. So
yeah,
you must be a bitch.
Not a hit dog will holler. That's what.
And she probably smelled like lime juice. So yeah,
you must be a bitch then, because you talking about limes. You ain't talking about me. I don't care what you said. So for me to be like, what's your problem? Because I ate a lime. Like she let Robin sound dumb, because you could leave it up to interpretation. Like she was just saying.
Hit dogs holler. Y'all. Hit dogs holla.
Robin was being an aggressor, instigating, because all Candace was said was she was taking limes for bitches. That's it.
She said, I've always supported you, blah, blah, blah. In other words, what I hear is, girl, see, that's why I shouldn't have said your husband wasn't doing those things. That's what I heard in my head, but I heard things.
That's what she meant.
Okay, but things get really interesting. I didn't laugh at this. I thought it was so stupid, but it's very Housewives. So they go over and they tell her, well, I guess they all get in separate cars and they're going in separate ways. And they tell Mia that they're going to go hang out with Wendy instead of going to whatever she has planned, including Karen. So Mia gets out the back seat. She crawls out with her feet, her legs, and just like you know how a small car and a big old monster come out of it. Like she rolls out of that car and she stomped over to the other car.
The feet were at the other car.
I thought that was a Michael Jackson hologram. As it moved from car to car.
He told them, well, listen, since y'all are going to go do that, y'all need to find somewhere to stay when y'all come back, because y'all not staying here. Not you, Karen, because you came and told me that you was about to go hang with Wendy, but you two, as in Ashley and Candice, y'all need to find somewhere to stay. And I ain't gonna lie, I hollered because when she pulled that door, did y'all see Ashley was
kind of leaned up against the door. One penny, Ashley was like,
she almost fell out the car. I was hollering.
And you see, she put her glasses up like, what the fuck, bitch? I was about to get
I feel like she was probably taking a nap, but
Ashley said, dumbass hoe.
You know what?
I was hollering.
Me and Candace done had our differences over the years, but I am really trying to have some of that energy that she had in the car that she didn't even see Mia as. And when Mia walked away, she was like, close the door.
She didn't care. Because she already knows. She knows where she stands with her. Like she sees Mia. She had an old issue with her last year. I think she's just
Candiace
like
was looking at the damn out the front windshield.
Candiace was looking like this.
My friend made a tweet yesterday that really, when I read it, I was like, that's so true. If Ashley and Candace stayed on the same side, the way they would have tore Mia and her feet up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like
Mia they could really be a like
dynamic duo.
But Ashley's a colorist, and she doesn't feel like Candace
could be the pageant bandits.
Green eye.
Gotta let that. I'm a mixed girl. I'm better than everybody. Shit go.
Yeah,
but you know that would have been cute though. That little shade Mia tried to throw about y'all gonna have to find others. If she could pull a rank like that and actually kick them out the house, that would have been cute.
I would have said, well, I'm glad to have my own damn bathroom and a damn queen size bed. This small ass bunk bed you gotta see it. Like, girl, you ain't doing us
sleeping on a fucking sofa. Pull out.
Candace like that old lady. Candace like that old lady and said, "Because I'm not gonna move, and can't nobody move me neither."
Yeah, because they
no, Mia can move them. She can.
When Mia got out her van, she was already at the other van instantly. One step.
She took 2 steps and was already over there.
And her feet too big to have on like a little.
She was already in
the van. She's too big to be missing her throws, her targets. Then.
Yeah, boy, big don't mean nothing.
She's so big, she beat her own ass. How about that?
Yeah, you know, poor Ashley child. She already having trauma for being kicked out her other little house. So, she was kicked out of another damn house. Ashley's like, well, damn, I can't find nowhere to live because I got to lay my head. So
you too?
Man, that is funny. Now Ashley got kicked out her other little house.
Her other little house, and she didn't get the other house. His house is just trauma for Ashley right now. So I don't think we need to do that to her. All right, but she calls her a petty ass hoe, and they decide that they're gonna go have lunch. So they go have lunch, and while the other girls go to the beach. And at the lunch, I hollered again when so Ashley decides to text Mia that it basically a long message. I didn't get the whole message, but it said that, in other words, it wasn't cool, and she's gonna stay at the house. Like, that's petty.
She's gonna sleep in the same bed.
Same bed. As I ain't moving. I ain't going nowhere. And she called her a ratchet ass hoe. I fell out. I said, hold on now. I don't know if this is a bad thing or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it for what it is. But she called her a ratchet ass hoe, and Karen was
from her homegirl.
Baby, Candice was over there. Is like, I'm just gonna be quiet because I know this bitch don't go back and tell her something. I said, be quiet. But it was a good little kiki. Like, I was enjoying their little scene. Like, I feel like between the other two, like the other group and this group, they were more. I was enjoying their scenes better. I mean, no shade.
Oh yeah,
and me,
Giselle are actually kind of boring when you take them out of that. That mess element. When it's just them, they not doing that to make you feel like, oh, I want to see them together on TV. They not giving, for example, like Portia and Phaedra or Nene and they're not giving like that type of duo to me. It's they're very dry.
Yeah.
Like,
that was a very boring trip to Miami.
Yes, and Mia swears she's been proposed, and she plans something big at the beach. Mia, you got 2 umbrellas at the beach. Like, what?
Well, she had 3.
We got private.
She had 3.
One was for Sharice alone.
Oh, we got private cabanas, girl. These damn umbrellas.
First of all, it was not private. It was the regular ass beach. Okay,
this was the Savoy. Why didn't y'all just stay at the Savoy?
I don't know.
But also that little raggedy little beach party with them old ass geriatric ladies rubbing up on them little boys.
Did y'all see how Robin was rubbing up on that boy? Now, what if he came and said that he was touched inappropriately? Like, dang, she was just like, damn, it's somebody that's probably gonna marry my ass. It ain't one. Like, girl, calm down. She was all over him.
She went back and rubbed up on him again. I just, what is wrong?
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I don't know.
Mildewy, moldy, just. She looked like moist.
Ooh. Oh, So on the beach thing, Mia and Jacqueline were showering together. That's a bit
You heard it.
odd. But then she said that they've never done anything. But I feel like didn't she say that they had a time in Miami back in the day, like a couple episodes ago? Did I miss it? Or was that
No. She did. The way she said it or worded it, the couple of episodes ago when she was talking about her and G messing around on the beach and stuff like that, she did kind of word it to seem like, you know, Jacqueline was involved. Even in the past when she was talking about Jacqueline, I thought that it was more so of G like to watch her and Jacqueline do stuff. It's kind of what I got from it. But she said, no, I ain't gonna say I even, but we know Mia will lie at the drop of a damn dime. So she's probably lying about that too.
She is.
She did allude to having a threesome with her. She did, says Kay. I'm like, I know she said that in one of the early episodes.
Together because Jacqueline didn't bring no soap, and Mia said we're not going to use it all at one time. So,
I mean that is. I mean, I get it that some women are okay, like hey, being naked, stuff like that in front of their homegirls and all that kind of shit. But I just, I don't know any of this gonna go as far as like taking a shower.
Me and my homegirl.
I ain't never shower. That's crazy.
Yeah. You can see titties and all the other stuff all day, every day. Don't matter.
I'm not gonna be putting my dirt with your dirt. That's nasty.
I'm not showering with you.
They dirt was already mixed.
We just gonna be late. We're gonna be late.
Agency, I'm taking a shower by myself. So we're
gonna be late. I'll wait for you to hop out.
Right. You done yet?
We're gonna be late.
How's she gonna anyway? Let me move on with the thing. So they give Sharice something to do because she had nothing to do. They let her text the thread to say that that wasn't cool, Mia. I'm sorry, no. What she say? Like, yeah, Mia was tripping or something like that. She gonna let her stay, but Ash said she wasn't going nowhere anyway. So I don't think she needed to respond. It was already Ash said what she said. And they start twerking, and Robin makes another disturbing comment.
Not twerking.
Robin is on a roll this season because she says,
"What she said?
Her twerk. I don't see any cancerous lumps on Mia's butt, so I guess it must have just disappeared and went away." And I said, "This heifer is still on that bullshit. Like that is crazy. That's crazy. That's just I don't know at what. Well, I guess no. Obviously, confessions are done later, but." Did y'all catch that comment or was it on me?
No.
We heard it.
I think that was like a bit.
And then when the camera zoomed in on Mia booty and stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was disgusting. That whole scene was just nasty to me.
For anyone that has gone down that journey, I would be looking at Robin like you are a mess and very insensitive, in my opinion. But then again, people gonna say it's reality TV, it's sensitive. You don't laugh no more. I'm just saying it was a bit much, but yeah. She said it. She
said it take a long time for it to go away.
Huh?
Mia has said something about the lump take a long time to go away.
Well, Mia she be lying. I really wish it wasn't Mia.
Is it like a cyst or?
I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with those whole things or whatever.
Ask her when I get back on Twitter after the.
Mia had injection sites but no lumps. Jazz.
Yeah, she is full of lies, y'all. The rumor that Wendy mentioned about Peter, she says that apparently Mia did some snake shit to Peter's ex-girlfriend. So he told her. Do y'all think it's some truth to that?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see Wendy. I'm sorry, just bringing that out of thin air. And Peter is a messy heterosexual queen. He gonna get the party started. He gonna get it jumped off. So he's like. He gonna get him a little boost if they need it, and this is what I'm gonna give to Wendy, and this is what I'm gonna give Mia, and whatever they do with it is on them. He definitely.
But I also think that he might not like Mia that much no more because it makes sense the way he answered the phone when she first FaceTimed. That bitch was dry as hell.
Yeah. I mean,
think about the conversation. He was just like, it seemed like he was making this shit up about him being mad. He didn't seem mad.
Yeah, he didn't seem mad at all.
He was like, I just want to appreciate her coming to my restaurant and not letting me know she's here. And it's just like,
Wendy dodged a bullet. He got Cynthia. Don't be another housewife got by Peter. Please. Thank you, Wendy, for having some sense. she may not have no business plan last year, but she still got those degrees. And I think those degrees may have gave her a little more sense to not do business with people.
I remember when she $10,000 of Cynthia money.
Child, he sent Cynthia over to the lake. Lord have mercy.
It's just like, how you mad? How you mad? Because I'm not letting you steal my money like you stole your ex-wife money.
How you mad at all, child? I wonder, do y'all think Eddie gonna have something to say about this at the reunion?
Yes.
I hope he
Y'all think he
Eddie seems like a pretty kind of laid back guy, but he seems like he is kind of protective over his wife. So yeah, I hope he says something. Because if it was my spouse, I'm gonna say something. I would have been on the phone right then saying something. I would have been on the live saying something like
Michael Jackson ass off my motherfucking wife, bitch. I will fuck your life up. If I was Eddie, that's what I would say.
There may be kids watching. Dang.
Look, that's on the parent.
That's case says stop cussing. Not just playing. Thank you, Nisha, for the super chat. No comment. We love our Nisha.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's move on to the new song, her new single from her deluxe thing. Candiace goes to visit Trina, and you hear her song is actually out as of yesterday, and it was a cool little scene. How did y'all feel about the song itself?
I'm Wendy.
I like the beat. I thought it was fun.
I knew you was gonna say that.
I mean, I was over here tapping my foot.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. If it comes, I probably won't play it. But if it comes on, I'll bop to it. Like, I think it's nice. It's just, it's not.
Yeah.
Candice has a really, really good voice.
She does.
The song, I even listened to it again after I watched the second episode for a second time because I wanted to hear it off TV. Something about Trina verse to me is kind of like. It's almost like, how Giselle had that house and then she took that one piece and added it on at the end and it didn't really go. Kind of what I got. But shout out to go stream Insecure by Candice Dillard Bassett, please, y'all. Give her that stream. Give her those streams.
Blake says it ain't drive back. Oh, that's Blake. Chad.
Now, I mean,
I will agree. It's not drive back, but I'm curious to see the rest. I like the song. It's not gonna get played like some other songs I played from the last album, but that I heard it at the finale because that's what you said. What, Danny?
Because the album was good.
Yeah, I thought the album was really good. So it's an okay song.
It featured two of the Lean's finest.
It was. But yeah, it's out right now. Make sure I go stream and support her. I like that she does take her music career like very serious.
We haven't seen that from any other housewife that was trying to be a singer.
No, and I think she does what the platform is for to me. Like, we see an actual real aspect of something being, I don't know, not like the mockery Kim Zolciak did. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
When I interviewed her 2-3 years ago, I remember her saying that she, on a platform like this, it uses you, so you have to use it. And I feel like she's definitely doing it, and actually using it in the right way. Because I mean, this whole season, on this trip, she's still got stuff playing. She's there, but she ain't, just really engaged as much. Everything's kind of I mean, she is obviously the Giselle thing, but I like that she's still pushing through, of course, But they're gonna say I'm biased, child, because that's also my friend.
You know what?
That's your friend.
It is not friend, but I listen.
I ain't always been the biggest fan, but I love the way Candace is handling things this season. She's not giving people the reaction they're looking for out of her, so they can label her and attack her. She's not doing that.
Yeah.
I feel like this was how the season 5 was supposed to go for her, and the fight got in the way of everything else that was supposed to happen.
So it threw off.
You get what I'm saying? I really feel like I'm happy I'm like, okay, we're finally seeing it, because this was supposed to happen 2 years ago, but somebody decided to put their hands on you instead. So I'm very happy, and I gotta say, shout out to Nye, 10 out of 10 for getting the girl Trina on the track.
Nye is shout out to Nye. Nye is
I met
Nye, songwriter and her now manager, so he be working, child. You can't even get them to answer the phone sometimes.
Hey, you want to answer nobody's DMs.
Right. It's crazy. All right. So enough about the song. All right. So after that, I will say I did cackle at the whole Slither reference. I thought it was very cute.
That was cute.
Yeah.
That they were slithering and they brought that back up because that actually was, thrown at Wendy seasons ago. But I'm glad that it's still a thing. It was still pretty funny. They did it in sync. It was cute. Any other thoughts on this whole Insecure song, Candice, Wendy? No.
Would you rather be at the beach or be in the studio with Trina?
I would not want to be at the beach because Sharice is there.
So I wouldn't want to be at that beach under that the damn Dollar Tree umbrellas. Take me to the studio with the diamond. Listen, I would have been in there. Me and Trina would have been rapping. We would have remixed Pull Over. Like we would have did some shit up in that studio.
I would have asked Trina to freestyle something about having 4 degrees for me.
Okay, so I've been working on this bar, right? Pull up in Sri Lanka. No.
Hey guys, before we get to the next topic, make sure y'all listen to Sass K and like this video. There is 167. It was 57. Watch it right now. Hit that like button. Don't be scared. Just one little button. And subscribe if you haven't already. We're here every Monday for the rest of the season for Potomac. Hit that like button. And shout out to Sass K for always letting y'all know, even though y'all don't listen to her. All right. So they get back to the house. Everybody's kind of getting back to the house, and they get ready for the night, I guess dinner or whatever. And Giselle, I don't know if she's like drunk or something like that, but when Karen sees her, she said, "Why your eyes red?" She was like, "Why your eyes red? What y'all been doing?" I think she thought they was doing some drugs, child, because they're like Giselle may have been a little lit.
Like somebody mama.
Right. So like what y'all been doing? Why your eyes red?
I ain't drunk, so what up?
Giselle was trying to put on for the camera, child, trying to act like she was drunk or trying to have a moment. We didn't like it, Giselle. It wasn't that fun.
It wasn't cute. It wasn't
Ooh, go home, Roger.
Just saying. Jacqueline, sitting on top of the stairs with the big giant beast of the Wicked West, whatever she was, sitting in her tower, no makeup on, my God. And she tells Karen that Mia wants to talk to her. I ain't gonna lie, when I first saw that, I definitely thought that was Big Ange. Rest in peace to Big Ange. I definitely thought rest in peace to the queen, but I definitely thought it was Big Ange. And so that's when she brings Karen up there, and Jacqueline starts by speaking. And I was like, well, why the hell is Jacqueline speaking for Mia and Mia sitting right here?
Me so much.
This is her trip. So this is your trip, Mia. Why you ain't got the balls to tell this girl? And I get it. Jacqueline's your best friend, right? But
no.
That's when I would have been like,
Jacqueline was her interpreter.
Why are you talking for her? That's all I would have said.
And Mia was looking like, I'm looking at you because I want to make sure you say everything that we rehearsed that you were going to say. Yeah. Mia looked, I'm sorry. I want to attack nobody's looks, but I just got to say this.
I will.
That lady looked terrible. Like, she looked like she had got her ass kicked. Like, she looked bad.
She did get her ass kicked by somebody who's 7'9". She did.
She looked like she had just got a chemical peel and went out in the sun after she wasn't supposed to.
Oh my God. That was a mess.
But she was standing there with her arms folded and her towel, no makeup on. And I'm not coming for saying people don't wear makeup, but I didn't think I don't think she looked a bit scary. And so Jacqueline proceeds to tell her that she was telling her how Mia feels. And Mia finally speaks out. She pushes Jacqueline to the side and says, I feel like you're straddling the fence. And so Jacqueline was like, okay, they kind of go back and forth. And she was like, let's not do this. And Jacqueline was like, let's not do what? Instead of, I guess from listening to that conversation, I feel like Jacqueline was trying to say, like, let's not argue. But Jacqueline, you called her up here. You brought this lady up here for this conversation. So how you feel like it was gonna go? You felt like Karen was just gonna sit there and be like, okay, Mia, you're right, I'm wrong. No. And so they go back and forth, and Mia basically talks about blind loyalty. She says that for Jacqueline, like if something happened to her, I got her. And we know Karen does not do that. Karen says, like, listen, y'all both were wrong. I checked on both of y'all. And she lets her know, like, listen, I don't have to ask for permission on this. And Mia gets upset, and Mia brings up, well, listen, Karen says, like, should I leave? She's like, no, you don't have to leave. But at this rate, you on your own planning your birthday shit. I'm not going to be doing anything else for your birthday. And
And so she did a horrible job.
Exactly. And in so many words, Karen says that, like, what birthday party? She was like, I got my own cake. I got my own candle. God is good. I got roses from Ray Ray, you know, and I mean, where's the party? What party? I'm sorry, whatever you, in other words, whatever you want to call it, thank you, but I don't need your help anymore. Like, that's fine.
Exactly.
And so Mia tries to make it seem like she's very wrong because everything she had planned for her, she chose to disregard by going to see Wendy early in the episode. And so I asked you, do you feel like Karen was wrong? You know, if someone planned something for you like that, like I guess like Mia felt like it, do you feel like you would be wrong for going to check on somebody else versus going to what's been planned, or no?
Asia. No. Oh, I'm sorry.
No. So 2 things. When she asked could homegirl, aka Wendy, come, she said no, and they decided she was gonna do lunch with Wendy and she was gonna do dinner with Mia. So absolutely not. First thing. Second thing, Mia, she pulled that out her ass. Like, that was nothing that was planned. It had never been mentioned before. Beach day been mentioned. She just said, okay, y'all, at 1:00, this is what we're gonna go do. Like, no. So Karen, well, I don't even fuck with Karen like that. Or so I don't even like Karen like that. But she ain't wrong in this instance because one, it's my birthday. And you messing it up. And we already talked about this like 3 or 4 times. She really wanted to say, like, you wrong. You really wrong. And I'm trying to give you some grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this comment is right. Mia suggested breakfast.
Yeah, this is what Asia just said. She was saying that she did suggest that. So I mean, but you know how sometimes you tell somebody, okay, it's cool, like you can do that, but in your mind you're like, if they do it, I'm gonna be mad. And I think that's
I thought about that too, Cortez, but then I said that can't be it because she gave 2 options. It's like she gave it away for both things to work out.
Yeah.
So
she made it seem like she would be upset because it was her birthday. So if it's truly about her birthday, then if she wants to go and check on this girl for her birthday, then, you know, let's not act like, because let's be clear, like, production paid for all this stuff. Like, this trip is supposed to celebrate her birthday. They have a dinner for her. But I think Mia has much of a control issue. It seems like she likes to be in control, and she felt for once she had the upper hand by planning this trip.
Yeah.
That she can tell folks when they can't stay and what they can't do. But realistically,
Mia, if my birthday is the focus of this trip as you're trying to make it now, then why was Sharice there when you know I don't fuck with her?
That was good. I was glad Karen said that in her confessional as well. Yeah. And another thing, Karen, I'm thinking Mia or Giselle or somebody had to have a conversation with maybe production or something like that, because initially they said we're going to do a pit stop to check on Wendy. So I took that as they were just going to go by, sit with her for a minute, and then they were going to meet up with them at the beach. So somebody must have complained and was like, no, I don't want them to come at all. And that's why they had to go ahead and sit down and eat dinner. And another thing, it's not like Mia had a whole fucking like damn table set up with motherfucking flowers on it and chairs with the little covers and the little bowls and shit on it.
That's what Karen said. Karen, she didn't see
with some Dollar Tree umbrellas.
Karen didn't see what she had planned, but in her mind, she already knew it was giving low budget.
Yeah, because Mia said that if she was ever in charge of a trip, them niggas was going to Dubai, and this ain't Dubai.
She said a lot of things last year, and I'm sorry for her to go so hard on video shoots and the trip that Wendy planned last year, and not having, you know, somebody to get her bags and stuff. She flopped. She flopped because going to Miami, I'm sorry, I don't care what that was boring. They ain't did shit. Who sits? No shade. You have a chill. Who sits around the pool? Baby, it's Miami. Where is the yacht? Where is it?
Gotta be on a boat.
They didn't went to the damn palace.
Right, and at least you know what? Go to the Versace mansion. Do something. I don't know.
They don't want to go there, Sharice. They go tell Sharice that's not Versace.
Oh, they gonna let Giselle in because her best friend.
Go shopping.
Only person who get in is who? Wendy. Wendy had on real Versace.
Giselle, bro, ain't you the one with that Versace? You can't come in. That ain't real.
Who printed that for you?
Who right?
Who printed that for you?
They gonna lock her up for theft.
And it's probably here. What's Grace and Alice or Grace and Frankie, whatever Giselle's daughter's name? That's probably who doing the damn printing for the fake Versace shirt. The damn daughters.
Not Grace and Frankie.
What's their names? Grace.
You said, where is the
Adore, Grace, Adore, and
Angel and Adore.
Yeah.
I know that's right, Jay. Like for real, such poor. It's very much so like this is boring. In my eyes.
It's given to me that actually Jacqueline planned this trip on the budget that she has.
Which is the budget not to have no fucking toiletries. Yeah.
Man, Jacqueline and
she didn't plan
they
shit,
tried to
she even got no damn deodorant. She didn't plan. Jacqueline ain't playing nothing. That's already understood.
Production planned it, and you could tell.
Danny, have you ever been to that restaurant, the Venetian Cuisine?
The Versace Mansion?
No, the restaurant they went to, the Venetian Cuisine or whatever.
No, probably not.
Oh.
It's enough for me. I love Danny.
Then it's like,
okay.
I don't actually like there's not restaurants on South Beach that are nice. Anyway.
Jacqueline did look dusty the whole time.
Whole fucking time.
And you know, and then she gonna tell Mia, well, this friendship's over. Girl.
You know, honestly, their friendship is about over. Because I mean, I feel like they're slowly but surely building us up.
Well, how's that
blow up that happened?
I think that blind loyalty working now, Jacqueline.
Yeah. Because I feel like, honestly, Jacqueline wants out. She's sick of that heifer. I don't think she likes that friendship.
For the perks.
She just there for the camera time because she does not want to be in that friendship with me.
Maybe can give her a job in the warehouse.
Who?
Robin.
Jacqueline. Maybe Robin can give her a job embellishing.
I saw this. I ain't coming for nobody's business. I saw a tweet today. I think where it says, "Imagine asking for a prenup when you sell this." It was the embellishment. I said, "Now that is low."
That is funny.
That is funny, but it is low.
Not Versace for embellishment.
Right, and so
not a collaboration.
That is the episode. That is the episode. Listen, y'all. That is the episode. And next week we get. This is episode 4 of the trip. There's an audio play from Robin of Candace saying some things about the group. There's already been some speculation and some posts about where the live actually came from. So it seems to be like, again, Robin is only clipping certain things that she wants out to control the narrative, but we'll see how that goes. And Ashley, at a moment where they was just having a good little moment, you know, reading the girl about her feet, Ashley comes out to Karen on her birthday at her dinner about some things that Candace said when they were at her house the last time. So it's gonna be interesting. Candace and Ashley probably about to get into it again, and I'm tired. I'm tired.
It's exhausting.
Well, why was Robin walking around at the place with a boombox with a Bluetooth speaker? Like I
got something to say. Well, like she been eating a motherfucking whole pan of.
She did say that. She was like, I got something.
Eating a whole pan of brownies or something.
Insightful for y'all to hear.
I got something to say.
She did put it down like that.
Peanut butter in her mouth or something.
Yeah.
MJ says in that live, Candace actually praised Robin her business. That's why Robin.
Yes, she sure did. She says Candace says she buy her hats because they're very useful and that she will support Robin's skincare line whenever it comes out.
She did say that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. So I can't wait to see how this unfolds. But why y'all think Robin pulls this? We're gonna see next week. But why do y'all think she pulls this out? Like
because production told her to.
Yeah.
To me, everything Robin doing is because production is telling her, "Hey, do blank," and she
that was not JBL. That was Best Buy's brand. Was it Insignia? Whatever it is. That was not.
That was not a JBL.
I was looking at it, and I have 2 JBLs.
Robert producer is making her do this.
JBL. That was not a JBL speaker.
Because if Robin out of a job, they out of a job. So her producer telling her,
"You need to do this."
Her producer can't just pick up another person.
They got. Let me tell you something, though. They really got Robin, y'all. We said for years. Now I ain't saying she should stay. I think she probably can still go, but she is working. She is working.
She's doing something. She is.
You don't think she's working?
For that.
She's not working.
She's
being a fucking devil. She's not working. She's working for the opposite of the Lord. She's not working.
Oh,
she's not. That is she's doing some grimy ass, dirty.
Well, I don't think she's coming back next season. So
You don't think so?
I think it's going to be voluntarily. If that whole college sex scandal is going on, Juan already don't like filming, and if she come back, they're going to want to film that. So I think she's going to bow out. I don't think she wants that on camera.
She need that. I need that money, like motherfucking Tashawn from Set It Off. She gonna bring her ass back and she gonna throw Juan right under the bus, like she threw him under the bus. That his credit was bad and he ain't really got no money, so she had to get the damn house and everything.
Or she might stay friend of the show, so she don't have to show her in her personal life.
Okay, the devil is always busy, but Robin working OT. She is. Her and that ponytail that was on her head last week. It was nice.
That is not a real. That was the base of.
But that was the episode. I thought it was a very entertaining episode. Next week, they do come at Care in a lot of different ways, and I feel like next week is when we get I'm gonna whoop your ass up in this place. I don't know. It looked like that scene. I gotta go back and look at the clip, but it looked like that was the scene. But she does say, "Just shut the fuck up," and she gets up because when Ashley does mention what Candiace says, she tells her like, stop. So I can't wait to see. I love when the Grand Dame gets worked up because she is hilarious, like somebody's auntie. So I'm curious to see like what happens. She's really been keeping her cool, but between Mia and this mess, and then everybody saying that she in the middle, and then Giselle throwing her little side comments, I think she's gonna explode next week, and I can't wait to see it just because it's been a while. So, any final thoughts on the episode before we pass it over to our callers today?
Who the fuck does Giselle think she is?
Who she think she is?
They've been delivering every episode, even when some of the episodes are not as entertaining. They're still entertaining. So
would y'all agree with? So remember they said, I think Giselle and some others said that. I mean, some of the producers felt like this season is going to be considered as one of the best seasons for Potomac. Would you think that thus far it's in the running?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so too. I think it's starting to
No.
Yeah.
And here
so what they said has actually rang true. Not like how Candiace say shit and it be the complete opposite. Theirs is they are actually delivering.
They are. They're doing a good job. And I mean, we're about to be halfway through the season. This is episode 8. So I think next week is probably the midway point. I think. I don't know. So
it's still nothing about Giselle's life. She'll never have to show nothing.
Giselle ain't gotta do nothing. But
this is let me tell you, that's why I don't think it's like the best. I think I'm still like between season 2 and
2 was good too.
2 and 3 because Giselle actually had a semi.
I thought 4 was one of my favorite seasons. That
was I like 2, 3.
When Katie came around halfway mid, I guess
at the horse ranch,
midway time, the horse ranch and the knife, and then the trip when Katie told her she wasn't stupid, she was dumb. I thought that was like a really good season.
Probably the best. I like 4, 2, and 3. But I don't like it because I don't think this is the best season. I think it's just holding true to what the chatter was before it started airing. Because it's a whole bunch of just like gang ups now. It's not really following. Candace is like literally the most entertaining this season because she's the only person who really has something going on and is working. Everything else is just like, okay, let's gang up on the dark-skinned girl or let's gang up on the old lady. Like, it's just given very produced. And that's not entertaining to me. Nobody wants to tune in to watch somebody get jumped on. We want the catty banter and a star. We want everybody going to everybody. Crisscross will make you jump. I really want to see that shit again and not the gang hoes. Okay. Or not the, what is it they call it? The youngins, the gang slide.
Not the gang slide.
No gang slides.
All right, we got 3 callers in the queue. Let's get them on so we can get in and get their thoughts. Of course, this is what we get. This is what we let our callers on. They're gonna give their thoughts and their opinions. Be sure to like this video and subscribe. I say it all the time. And our first caller is actually going to be our super chat from today, Nisha.
New hair. Who it is?
Right. You still got the holiday hair in. Give me that. What you got for us?
Oh, all of them at that beach looked terrible as F. They looked like a bunch of big ass Oh my God. I was like, this, like they really separated into the regulars and the bad built crew. It was a division in crews.
Mm-hmm.
It was all the bad built bitches and the regular bitches.
Bad built bitches on the beach.
Yeah, exactly.
Bitches
And
on the
Mia, how did you think that was a damn party? All you had was cabanas and 2 cups of drinks. It was no festivities. It was no balloons. It was no confetti. It was no. That was the party.
Nobody came and said, "Can I get you a drink? Can I take your order?"
They had nothing. They
didn't
had
have
better
nobody to
service
take
than that
their
on a regular
picture.
trip. I'm like, this was the party you was ranting and raving about? And somebody got to show me a picture of Mia actually pregnant, because that's the only way I'm going for it.
Who?
Mia. I need to see a picture of her actually pregnant.
Like right now?
Anytime.
Like
ever. Because you can get cancer anywhere. Because I'm not going for it. Did you see her hands?
Oh my God.
Her hands been the same.
Did you see her face? She was giving
yes,
very.
They're always doing this. Her hands always.
She was giving pose. Like I'm like, this bitch let them film her like that.
That is problematic.
No, I kept rewinding and I said, "Hey, she let them film her like this with their skin and her face."
Oh yeah, she should.
I said the same thing. Like, ooh.
Maybe she. I don't. It's crazy that she was called Crater Face, and then the next episode she shows her face. So I would do that. I would be like, I'm gonna.
Jacqueline is her lover and her secretary. That is her lover and her secretary.
Working every day of the week.
Yeah. Working every day of the week. Was that the job? Nobody else.
I think her and Jacqueline been doing it since they were kids. I think her and Jacqueline been doing it since they were kids.
Yeah, they was molesting each other.
Oh.
I
do. I think they've been doing it since they were.
I do too. It's no way you gonna get me out of town on national television and try to embarrass me. Like, you had to live with me when you was little, girl. Your mother didn't even come back and get you. How you talking to me crazy? I knew it. My mother came back and picked me up every time I got dropped off. That's exactly what I would have told her. Yeah. Girl, if you don't get your that's some big feet ass out of here.
In the comments are going crazy, child.
Misha had a little Casamigos, so she got on.
Okay.
I had a glass of Chardonnay. I'm a classy bitch.
I love that for you. I love that for you. Hey, honey.
All right. We're drinking that Taylor Port.
Thank you for calling, Misha. Okay, we got some caller. All right, love you.
Bye, Misha.
Bye.
Okay, our next caller is going to be. Is this? Okay. Hello.
They're gonna have to mute their
other. I know who this is, but okay, we're gonna get the audio together. Kyra, what you got for?
Hey, Kai.
Hi, Asia. Okay, I'm with Asia on this. I think that this is entertainment. I've been running my insomnia into the ground, running on the YouTube streets talking about this, but I don't know if I can say I'm entertained. And I think that's kind of different because, like, you know, it's not great with lining up with what's going on in the news. People are all waking up about colorism is an issue here. And also, I am tired of this show bringing on women who have nothing to lose. Because we get situations like this. How are you a heifer? You get me to leave the state. Get me in this build-a-box house with pipes exposed, not decoratively, the toilet flushing through them. Not enough rooms nor beds for anyone. And you've been this whole year, I'm bad bee, money, and people are asking, where are the towels? No, absolutely not. This cabana situation, like, this was very much so. I had a better trip my sophomore year spring break when I went to Madrid. Like, no, in college. But still, this is not giving what she's supposed to be here to give, especially the fact that she demeans people for this stuff. Mm-hmm. And to me, she's not fun. I really enjoyed Wendy and Candace's scene, which is why I get irritated, because I do believe that the production cut out a lot of their scenes together, which is why we question their friendships, but I always see them, you know, hanging out or at least being there for like milestones in their lives. So I would like to see more of that friendship, because I do. Someone said it before on another review. They're saying like that's kind of what we're missing. So many people were like, "Oh, this was so fun to watch." It's because we've come to a point now where We are literally hanging on to Giselle and whoever else, Giselle and Ashley and Robin the guard dog, manipulating and doing whatever they can do to stay on the show because they have nothing else going on.
Speak on it.
And I don't know how much you can run. I don't know how long you can run that. I also think that some people are saying, oh my God, it was just a wine glass or no, just a drink. They're not doing that really on the shows anymore. A lot of the shows are not doing that. The only show that was like, okay, not really was NYC. But on New Jersey, when Danielle, responded with the drink with yanking the head, all of them were upset about that. Dallas, the girls were always acting afraid of Leanne because she was, tossing things and breaking things. Like, the times have changed. So if you throw a drink at my face, you are lucky I didn't talk about your mom. You are lucky I didn't talk about your father. You are lucky I didn't talk about your husband. Like, it's too much. And I think it's also not entertaining because at least I want to see some people with morals, some scruples. And when you say you're against assault, I would think when someone decides that they're going to poke at someone and you see them looking for a moment and they have that moment, I would think that you would not, pull up your phone and record only one person. And then when her only friend comes in the middle of the night, you're acting like Wendy was the only person who was doing crap and not her responding to being assaulted.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much. But again, I think they have the potential to have more fun. But as you all said, the beach was boring. There's a whole bunch of bad built, boring, have nothing heifers on there.
I agree. I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't feel like I missed anything. I know Karen probably watched the episode like, this what they did. This was the birthday.
And I don't want to be in a space where someone's gonna bring me on a trip and hang everything over my head when I don't move with the way they want me to. And we just each other.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Especially the broke girl, like she.
You can say it, the broke girl.
She don't got
which
Mia.
Jacqueline?
No, I'm actually talking about Mia.
Oh, well, Mia don't got nothing either now. She can't access her banking pieces.
That's what I'm saying.
This is gonna be interesting. I'm telling you, this is gonna be an interesting reunion. Because seeing how turned out,
did not show up. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute, what happened with Mia business account?
they didn't they take ownership of it or something like that?
Yeah.
Something.
She was the only woman in the boardroom. Not in the boardroom anymore.
$400,000 a year.
Well, because
last year.
Apparently G signed some things over to his brother, which is strange because why would you not sign it over to your wife? And then the brother did what he did or whatever. But if you turn it into a family business and the family says, your hoe gotta go, then your hoe has to go.
Me and Therese built just
they ain't got no money. Her salary is gone. The salary that they were giving her to push the pamphlets around is gone. So.
And she's the same woman talking about candles. You were getting a cease and desist because you stole candles from our French women's movement. I don't want to hear nothing from you.
I forgot about that.
Yes.
I didn't. But I know y'all have your time. But yeah, I can have fun on this show, but I do think that too much reality is in the show and people are handling irresponsible. If you don't think you're a colorist and you don't care about the optics, then I feel like you're participating in colorism. Because at the least, you should care about the optics and how your other friends, quote unquote, or castmates feel. And when you don't and you do this stuff, people are going to question you.
Oh yeah, just do what Ashley's doing.
Or Karen on her YouTube channel saying there's no colorism and no one on this cast is, and I disdain that and da 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 da.
Oh, I care. I watched some of her reviews. I watched like not the whole thing, but I watched some of them to see what she
checked it out, and that's what I'm saying. She stays on. To me, she somewhat stays on code because I can't see how you see this girl get up, go talk to Peter, come back and start arguing with her, and Wendy somehow is also responsible. Yet again, season 6, you came on episode 1 saying whore from Hampton, saying drunk, saying sing, saying hot box. And I can't say you and your husband sleep with people when you are telling the international community that you do. What's it?
She's 5'9", let her.
No.
5'9". Okay, Kai, we got some more calls. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kai. All right, we are going to go to Tawana. What's going on, Tawana?
Hi, Tawana.
Hey, y'all.
How you doing? Happy Monday.
I'm doing fine. Happy Monday. Okay, so I want to talk about Giselle saying that Ashley is a hypocrite. I actually think that Giselle and Robin are the biggest hypocrites because they saw the comparison between the two fights, between what happened with Mia and Candace when they wanted to call Ashley out on being a hypocrite. But when Wendy made the comparison, they can't see it. So I don't understand that. Ashley may be a hypocrite because up until episode 6, she kept saying that she wasn't drinking no more, and these last episodes, she's had a Corona in her hand.
Every time they sit down.
Yes, and drinking tequila. I mean, maybe she just don't drink dark liquor, but I mean, beer and tequila still count. And also, I want to say, I don't like that Mia uses her childhood as an excuse for her bad behavior. Because she tried to make that comparison when they were on the beach, and she was like, oh, what my therapist said, like, it's because of my trauma and I have abandonment issues. And when Karen left, I felt abandoned and stuff like that. Like, no, girl, you just a mess. Like, you're just a hot mess, and I'm willing to bet anything that at the reunion she's going to use that excuse. I can hear her right now saying, well, Auntie, you know, I had a rough childhood, and you know, I always had to fight, and I can see it right now.
If you look like that though, you would be miserable. Like with no makeup on, you would be miserable too. Just saying.
Yeah, her face is kind of messed up.
It's the skin, but it's also the work she's had done. That's what it, to me. That's what I feel like. She probably would look a lot better if she didn't have some of the work she had done. Because of it, she needs makeup to make sure it looks right.
And it's still
do you guys think she will call out Giselle and Robin about the comments that they made about her cancer scare throughout the episode?
She can try.
At the reunion, do you think she'll call them out, or do you think she'll let them slide?
I think she might mention it. I don't think she necessarily called them out, because if her account's frozen and shit, she needs to try to come back. She needs some friends when she come back. So.
And they the only friends.
Let me tell you something. The way Mia was at that finale, it was giving anybody can get it. So I'm curious to see. I don't know what happened.
At the finale? Who was at? You was at the finale?
Yeah, I went to the finale.
Oh yeah, you know Cortez is VIP rich.
Ooh. So what happened?
Well, I mean, you know, the finale is the premiere of the video Insecure. That's all. But some stuff happened.
when Candice shows the music video to everyone.
Yeah, that's the finale. So I don't know all the deets, but I was there.
And Mia was there fighting. I saw the photo.
So we gotta move on.
I gotta move on. I can't.
I'm sorry.
Tawana said, "Oh, Mia was there fighting, child."
When he said she was there, like anybody can.
Child. Okay, we got one more call. Okay, Tawana.
Hey, bye.
Bye, Tawana. Thank you.
So I'm trying to get all the tea. So they ain't gonna invite me to no more events at Bravo. All right. What's going on, Asia? Out the other Asia. What's going on, Asia?
Asia.
You're mute, baby.
Asia.
Asia with a Y, like Monique with a Y. Hey.
Take your phone off mute.
You're on mute, Asia.
Hit the microphone.
Asia.
If you wanted us just to see your name, say that.
Try Monday.
All right. Are you ready this time, Blake, or no? Is this right?
I'm ready. Can y'all hear me?
We hear you. We also hear our stuff in the background. I think you playing it in the room somewhere.
Oh, yes. Hold on. Let me turn the TV down. That's why.
Okay.
I'm ready. Can y'all hear me? Hey, Cortez. Hey, Asia. Hey, Danny.
Hey.
Y'all know what it is, right? Let me just go and stop being fake.
Oh, hey, Antonio, too. How you doing?
Is this Chad?
What you got for us, Blake?
Yeah, that's Chad.
I just wanted to call in to say that I'm so disappointed in Robin Dixon this season. You know, I always go for the more, you know, demure housewives. I'm a Cynthia fan, Meredith Marks, Robin Dixon, those types. And Robin this season has really been trying to be on a Kenya Moore wave. And you're not Kenya Moore. You can't pull these Kenya Moore moves. you don't have the same type of, you just don't got it like that. You got the eye, but you ain't got the T, like Kenya, to be pulling those type of moves. And I just feel like she just, I don't know, it's really disgusting to watch, because I really was the biggest Robin fan literally since this show started. And this season I've really clocked out from her, because she's just been on a roll, as you said. So moving on from her, I do think that Mia is real life delusional. Like, I don't really know. Huh?
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I think she's real life delusional. I can't really like understand where a lot of it comes from. I want to understand her trauma, but you're a grown woman. Like, at what point do you stop with the whole, my trauma, my childhood trauma? I get it. You didn't have some stuff going on, but you can't blame everything that's going on this show to your childhood trauma. Like, just stop it. Everything she does just comes off as real delusional. I don't like the gang up on Karen that they are pulling, this season. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about my liking for Candiace this season, but I really have been enjoying Candiace every single episode. I've told y'all that in the group chat.
How you feel about the song?
The song is cool. It's not a bad song. It's like I said in the comments, it's not Drive Back, because I really, really enjoy Drive Back. And like I said, also her album was pretty good. So the song is not a bad song. I don't know. I think Trina, like Antonio said, Trina kind of threw me off with it. But other than that, I don't know if I'm ready to say that I want Robin Dixon to go, but I want Robin Dixon to get it together, because she need a mirror held up to her face. She's really being disgusting this season. That's all I really have to say. I don't think I'm ready for her to go. I enjoy what her and Giselle as a duo bring to the show. Always have, but this season, like, I don't think I've ever had a season where I kind of like actually hated Giselle, and for me to skip right over Giselle and say I actually hate Robin this season, it's a lot.
Yeah. This season has been a lot of Robin.
Yeah, I think this is the most I've ever seen her name even mentioned. Like online, I've seen her name almost every single day online, with a meme, with a joke, with somebody talking shit about her. Yeah. It's just Robin. And I'm like, girl, you need a mirror up to your face to see your behavior. In the words of Nene, she needs some discipline.
But you don't think that's good that she's doing that now that, like, people are talking, her name is out there?
I think it
may be good for her.
I think it could be good, but it also needs to be like, that's what I meant by you not a Kenya Moore. It needs to be a way to where you can be the villain if you're gonna be the villain, but also you gotta, I don't know, Kenya literally owns that role of the villain.
Robin doesn't.
Yeah, it's like where Robin still wants to portray that she's something else, and it's like, no, girl, if you're gonna be the villain, you got to go full-fledged with it, and you got to be very meticulous with it to where you don't always look so nasty with it. Like, Kenya does stuff, like, we know Kenya does stuff, but Kenya she's so meticulous to where she can do it in a way to where it's like, oh, I see your side too. This bullshit that Robin pulling is like, Robin, you really on some bullshit. I can't side with it. I can't rock with it.
And started watching and recording that shit. She would not have been on Mia's side.
Yeah, agreed. Kenya would have definitely called out and said, like, no, that was out of line. And normally, I don't know, Robin, for the most part, to me, she's been fair with calling out stuff when it comes up, but to see her going this route, and she did say in the episode, I just don't like Wendy. To me, that made you look even worse, that you don't like this girl that much to where you just siding with anything. Like, all your whole moral compass is gone.
The rules change depending on who you like, and that's the colorism.
Yeah, it's really nasty with her this season. I really hope she can get it together, because again, I'm still a Robin fan, but I just don't like at all the way she's carrying herself this season. It's gross. That's all.
Okay. Well, thank you, Blake, aka Chad. Y'all know Chad is actually part of the Lean family. You can find him on Thursdays in Salt Lake City. And we can lean out, okay, Blake? Well, Chad. I keep saying Blake. Chad. You're gonna be Chad.
I'm Blake. I'm Blake when I'm a caller.
Okay, I like that. All right.
Bye, y'all.
I just.
Okay. And on that note, we are going to lean out. These shows have started going a little longer, but that's because this show is growing. I think, with with the show growing, we stay a little longer because if you're engaged, we're engaged. But at the same time, we got to get back to our lives too. So with that being said, we're gonna lean out. I was posed with the question. TLC says, Cortez, is Mia feet really that big in person? I didn't look at her feet, but I will say she was really fun. She was actually really pretty, and she was a good time. Like, I will say that she was really fun.
Is she tall? Like,
she's tall. And I feel like what she playing in Miami, when I met her in person, it gave me like she'd be ready to go. Like, it would be way more planned. But maybe, you know what? Maybe I get a benefit of doubt. Maybe she planned this thinking of Karen in terms of like, let's make it kind of dull and boring because she feels like Karen is old. I don't know. I'm not sure. But the person I met in person, she was really fun. We was shots, drinks, champagne. We was good time. But I don't know, child. So that's your answer, TLC. And Sammy, talking about this her feet really big. Oh, size 17.
Ashley did call him size 13.
I'm weak. All right, y'all. We're gonna lean out. Thank y'all for watching tonight. It's been a really good show. We'll be here next Monday. Salt Lake City is back this Thursday. I don't even know if there was an episode that came on last Thursday because I was too busy eating dressing and mac and cheese. So it wasn't.
Nice.
I don't think one came.
I don't think it was, but we'll be back for Salt Lake City this Thursday. Like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you to all our callers: Tawana, Kyra, Blake, Nisha, Asia tried to call in, but we couldn't hear you, so try to call in next week. Get that audio together, boo. We won't do it's like we don't mind a little budget. We have it all the time. Thank y'all watching. To everyone watching this really good show, like the video, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time. Okay.
Good night.